evening, Riv here, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 20. Tonight we're going to be designing and building, or starting the build for the Horde base. I have picked a location. It's not where I was originally going to go, but I think it'll do quite nicely. And I've done a day or two of creator quests. I'll go through that in a second, and some building around the house. So I'm going to jump through, show you those changes, and then we're going to get started on the Horde base. See you in there. Okay, here we are, and it is a foggy kind of day. Weather effects are pretty cool. My favourite so far is the thunderstorm. You can see the lightning, and then a few seconds later you hear the thunder. I have done a lot of gathering off screen. You can see it's day 6 now. I can't remember what the last video day was, but I think it's been a day, maybe a day and a half. And I've just decided to make... I love the old suburbs where you get trees overhanging the street and the leaves drop down. I think it looks pretty cool. So can't do that in 7 days, but if I can have a, I'm not going to have trees on this side of the road because that'll make it too difficult when you've got to defend. I had my first wandering horde, day 5 that came through. It was quite unexpected. I was going to comment on it last video that I hadn't seen any wandering hordes, but yeah, it came by from the west side of the road down past here. Could hear the noise, and I popped up here, and lo and behold, my first wandering horde. And then day 6 I was down where I'm doing the horde base, just shy of the trader, and wandering horde came down via here. So I'll briefly touch on trader quests. Really need to get into those quick. I completed I still have tier 1 quests, but I unlocked the quest to do the special connecting the trader route, and I got a special reward. There were crates of farming material, building material. You got to choose which one you want. There was about 5 options. One of them was a full bicycle. So if you're not planning on going down the Interlake line into Grease Monkey to get your bike going, it took 5 or 6 fetch quests. I think you've got to do 5 of the same kind of quest. 5 or 6, I can't remember if it was 5 or 6, but I did those and I got given a bike, so I can now get around a bit easier. I don't know what it's going to be like with the next trader. If we unlock that one, will it be a mini bike? Don't know, that's the first time I've done it, so yeah, get into those quests. Probably specialize in one, so all fetch quests or all... I don't know if you have to do the same quest or you're able to do different quests to unlock the next trader, but whatever it is, get into them quick to get your bicycle and get moving. Did a little bit of work around the house, played around with some of the new shapes. So I made this slightly arched catwalk staircase. The top of the wall is all covered with these plates now, so I can run around quite easily. This looks a bit nicer than the half block top, the cap on them. I knocked out that window up there because I didn't like the fact that the glass had the same texture as a roof tile. I thought it was a bit odd. I couldn't find any other window shapes. I haven't tried the glass blocks yet. The collections glass block that you make in the forge. It looked like it was using this arch 3M window corner side half. And then it was painted with the same texture as the roof tile. It just looked a bit weird. I've left the other one up there to show you. But I've put in these, what were they called? Cube half thin window arch, and the sides for it. So that looked pretty cool. I got to digging, so I built this staircase over here, just to try out the new shape. It's a little bit weird. It feels like you could get stuck on going around as you go. I got one on this side, one on the other side, and the normal staircase at the front. I haven't put one at the back yet, but I did quite a bit of digging. I replaced these sidewalks here. So you can craft all those, make them out of timber, then upgrade them as you go, just to fill them in. And then I got to digging. I have killed a bunch of dogs, chopped up all the dead body things that you find on the ground to get lots of rotted flesh. I did find a nitrate mine just over here, so I dug a bunch of that out. I found another 3-node iron mine right here. I did a quest right over there. That's where I started down here, and I found the original 3-node iron mine, but there was another one right here, so that's where I'll get my iron from for the time being. That POI was really cool. Well, if I remember, I'll show you that later. But the last couple of days, I've just been knocking out 2 to 3 trader quests a day just to get the XP up. And I am now level 16. I specialise mainly in the strength line and a couple in fortitude, the usual thing. And maybe in another series I'll try something completely different, like an agility or a perception, but I like the fact in early game you don't need to worry about ammo. Got a baseball bat schematic, so I crafted that up. Put a barbed wire mod on there now, and if they do survive a single headshot, the barbed wire mod for some reason will cause a zombie to bleed out a second or two after. Don't know why zombies are bleeding, but anyway, it's a thing. I found a couple of houses that had little farm plots, so I built myself a nice garden. That's all blueberries, corn, potatoes, and then a mixture of hops, aloe vera, goldenrod, and chrysanthemum. My plans are to dig that right out to the wall, put another 4x2 and then another 2x4 here. That should give me 3 lots of 2x4 planter boxes, which should be enough. Once I've got the Horde base underway, day 10 is the first Horde night, I'll be digging down here. This cobblestone is actually the underground area. While I was digging down to get to stone, I found out that the entire POI, the entirety of here, what it looks like anyway, is actually the underground area. It's quite a large underground crypt, cavern kind of thing, whatever. It's very large underground. So they've actually made this all the way through. And my stone mine is underground, but I'll show you how I got to that. So while I was digging down, I found the cobblestone. I just kept digging. I thought, what am I going to do with this gigantic hole? I thought, well, that can be my farm. I'll probably go about here all the way across. That'll give me plenty of clay. This stuff, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably just take out the gravestones, fill the dirt in. I did that over here, just crafted clay, crafted dirt, dirt blocks, and just filled it in. Haven't done anything with that house yet, or that side. Did the windows up there look a lot nicer. It's all still the same. You'll see the FPS counter is twice the size. There's a setting now that you can enlarge that. So that's what the window used to look like. And that's just the texture of a roof tile. So I'm like, right, you do have all these other nice with the glass blocks. You can make cathedral glass. It's got like the rainbow color panels in it. I don't know why. And as I found out, it's this bottom tile here, because that isn't actually glass. If you hit that, it's just the cobblestone block. You hit that, takes out the glass. So I'm going to take all that out. I just wanted to show you the difference. So this is what I'll have here. I was contemplating going down one more level, but I think that's good there. You can still see over the top of the wall. Is it a nice look? Resources are all still the same. Got lots and lots of food now. Killed lots of animals. I did go for a little bit of an unintended explore. I was coming down here. I did a trader quest, which was this building. And then on my way down to the Horde base, I thought, oh, I saw this road, I'll go and explore it. And that's the wasteland. Differing from Alpha 19, it's now a loot stage, like your game stage. My game stage is 25. It's your level multiplied by the days that you've been alive, gives you your game stage. Your loot stage is dependent on the area that you're in. Different biomes have a different loot stage, so Snow is more difficult than desert, one of the two. So you got your forest, then either your stone or desert, and then you got wasteland is the toughest one, so I've heard. I went into wasteland and I checked my loot sage, it jumped up from 20 odd to 62 or something like that. I looted, I only went in this far. I got to about here, I looted about 3 cars on here. I picked up a tier 6 pipe rifle, a tier 6 pipe machine gun, and just a bunch of normal loot that you would get. But in that time, saw a dog over here, several zombies over here, and just as I was coming back around over here to get to a small building, these marks here, they're all rubbles, ruins of buildings. A nice big bear decided to wander over towards me, so I only had about 20 odd 7.62s for the machine gun, and the same, you use the same ammo for the rifle. And the shotgun. I didn't really fancy my chances taking out a bear in the open, so yeah, left it, did a little bit of exploring up here, and then came back home. So on my way back, I came across this area, and I thought, well, that might actually work for the Horde base. Did a little bit of testing with some wooden frames, and yeah, it looks like it's going to work. So I got rid of the icons for the other 2 Horde base potential spots. So that's that. I'm going to up all the stuff I need for the Horde base. Think of that. Don't have any more stone. Okay, so I've got 502 cobblestone blocks. I've got another 2,500 loose rocks. I got a little bit of concrete just to do some of the main supports, a little bit of forged iron, and a bunch of wood. I've got the basic design already set up over there, so I'll just quickly show you my stone mine, and then I will ride over to the new Horde base. So I cleared all that out in one of the previous videos, and whilst clearing this one out, I saw it didn't actually have a backing wall like what that one did over there. I kept digging and digging, and I saw that the cobblestone kept going and then it stopped. I dug all this out, put in this new cellar door. It was only like 10 wood. It's pretty cool. 2x2, opens up quite nicely. You gotta make sure you click right on the door, otherwise you pick up the frames around it. It's just... So this is by no means necessary. I just wanted to try out the new cellar doors and see how they looked. But I suppose it would be handy because this is actually outside the wall. See there, I'm on the outside of the wall, and I'm not that far down. I am plus 35. We'll check out upstairs when we get there to see what the elevation is. But if I'm out here, I'm down here digging away, and I don't hear the zombies. They might actually start tunneling down, so I want to avoid that, because this road here is only that sand resource, so I'll get through that pretty quickly. So this is going to be my mine down. I'm just going to come down here, down, find out how far down this cobblestone foundation goes, and I might end up going down 2 or 3 flights of these stairs to get to the bottom of it. Once I get under it, then I'll be going underneath the foundation and digging up a huge mine underneath there. So it'll actually be underneath, inside the POI's walls, but the staircase to get down there will be outside the wall. So that's going to be my mine. That should look pretty cool. just testing out the new blocks. So. Minutes should be plenty. Yeah, so I want to make some of these glass blocks to see what windows you can make with them. So I'll worry about that later. Make that. And I took out these, got myself a workbench. So this downstairs area is going to be the home. Once I get it decked out with chemistry stations and cement mixers, this will be the forge room and the cement mixer room. Out here will be where the storage is and the workbenches and maybe the chemistry stations, I don't know, here or in there. I don't know, we'll decide about that later. But yeah. Alright, let's head off to the Horde base. I'll see you there. This is where the base is going to be. I won't bike away until I can get a die on it. So we're here near the trader, home base, quite central to the entire town. So the entrance is over here. This wall is going to keep coming up to here, and that's going to be the entrance, and it's basically a maze. It'll come up 3 blocks, then have iron bars across the top. Zombies will work their way around. It's not too big. It's not too big of a footprint, but the zombies will start bashing on the walls. If they come on from one side, it should be small enough that hopefully they will work their way around. They get up to these the new stairs. You're going to search for stairs, you get a whole bunch of extra ones. So these are the ones I use, stair field diagonal 1 and 2. Make this. It was a little bit tricky how I was going to get the stairs to work when I did this base in Alpha 17, 18 or whatever. It was just the standard 90-degree angle stairs. And I was trying to get the stairs to match up. But I ended up having to extend this out one more, so it's not squared, it's now slightly rectangular. Can't really see in here, but yeah, this is where the wall was, and I was trying to get the stairs to work using the central pillar here, but I didn't really want to have a single walkway up. I wanted to have it too wide, so the zombies would have hopefully no chance of getting hung up. That. Wondering if that's going to be slightly too low for the demo, so I might replace them with ramps. Ramps or half block ramps. So many new shapes. Maybe a wedge. Yeah, wedge. Get those ones. I just get a little bit of a demo comes through and comes up this very edge here. There's a less chance that they're going to hit their head and get angry, and then that this is going to be a dead end. Not sure what I'll put here. In time, when it becomes available, I'll probably put a couple of shotgun turrets here, so it'll shoot them in the back. So if there is a demo coming up, it hopefully won't trigger their bomb, and as they come up, they'll just get shot in the back. I can put a couple of hatches on the level above. But I'm going to be using these. Just going to ready menu for a second. So this wall will come all the way up to here. I did think about taking out 2 blocks across here as well. That way, if they do come from here, we'll see how they go from a Horde night, or I might do a test with the debug. Just summon in a couple of zombies on here and see if they will come around and then going through the entrance, or if they bash over here. I'll take out 2 blocks here. That way they can come from 2 different sides on the ground level only. So yeah, it'll come in, go around, then up, and then it will go back around the outside, then up, and just keep going up 3 or 4 levels. What I'm thinking on the staircase for the next level, instead of it being just open here, I'm going to have the wall finish. I'll show you in a second. But I'm going to have pole coming out probably 2, maybe 3, going across another 3, and then coming back in. That'll be open on this side. The zombies can come out, walk along the pole, go down and across. But then against the building, facing the pole, there'll be a sledge turret. So it'll knock zombies off just to slow them down a little bit. I'll show you as I build it. But that'll do for now, and let's get started. That off. And you want the bars that are on the side, not the centered bars. When you're cycling around, if you hit the R key, it'll go backwards. So left click will go forward through the rotation. The R key will go backwards through the rotation. Thank you to Jigwiddle for pointing that out. It was really annoying going through and missing the rotation that you wanted, and then having to cycle through the whole lot again. Now you can actually craft the iron bars. I think they're still available in the forge, but maybe they're not. And place them down, but doing them this way as a frame means that if you misplace it and you end up putting it down one layer, you don't have to then destroy it. It's still a frame, you can just pick it up. So that is a really nice change. As someone who would do this with every base, the bars around the top of the wall, That's a real time saver and resource saver. Like that. I then have to chop it out, but we'll pick up now. Now, this base might not be the most efficient base. There are a lot of bases out there. There are a few YouTubers that I watch, Shawoodle, Games for Kicks, Cap, Reach Gaming. They all make some really good bases, and a lot of them make up bases which take advantage of the zombie AI. I have used, I mentioned in Alpha 19 series, I have used a few of them myself, and they work really well. They're very efficient. Zombies can't beat how some of the bases are designed. But if you have a almost undefeatable base by the end of the first week, it does get a little bit boring. So I'm not going to be doing that with this one. And back before I started watching those guys, these were the kind of bases that I would make for myself. So I figure let's go back to the sort of bases that I would make and see how effective they are in Alpha 20. The basic design of this is once you get up to this level, the zombies then work their way back around. We'll, back up here. They get up to the top, they work their way back around. And over here, I was going to have the staircase, and it would be going up about 4 blocks in, and then it would come back in and around the top. But I think what I might do here is I'll continue this out. I'll put a block edge cap along here, and then I'll have some poles. Just do it in frames. Not good timing, but okay. Now that I'm no longer flying, the stairs are there. Okay, so she sees breaking that wall down as the fastest way to get to me, rather than going around. See if she moves on. Still attacking her. So these walls are definitely going to have to be concrete, because that'll take their health up to 5,000, I think it is. Got a zombie up there. On the same way, because that's where the stairs are. Okay, so this definitely needs to be... have to get the concrete going. As soon as possible. That's, yeah, 5,000. I'm not going to bother doing the N1 yet because I've only got a little bit of concrete, but that's 2 blocks that they've got to get through. Those 2 blocks are 1,500, so that's still... Let's just put it in. think I had 200 odds, so that'll be about 20 blocks. Okay, we're out. It'll be interesting now to test. Yep, there we go. Around there. So we may have to put another entrance, one of these, on that far corner. Alright. That's fine. Really do not want to wolf. The barbed wire. It's a firewall. Taking my chances with that. Oh yeah, and I got a scope for the pipe rifle too, which is cool. No one else? No, they're going to be too low. They need to be up. Close that wall. Yeah. So I've gone through half of my blocks. A quarter. Well, plates might be a bit small. The half blocks might be too big. A quarter might be 1/8. Oh. Go half blocks. But look. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they got 2.5 blocks to get through. So probably not for the first horde because I don't have a cement mixer yet. But ideally, you want to upgrade all of these walls to concrete as soon as possible. Particularly after that test where we saw that the zombie saw the staircase over here and immediately started busting through. That's where the zombie AI gets a little bit too smart for my liking. I would much rather than be the traditional dumb zombie that just sees you and wants to go straight for you. Rather than, okay, if I go around this way, I can get to him a little bit faster than if I attack through here. Should be high enough. No, that one. Now, Going to need a lot more cobblestone. Do I have a whole bunch here? And you don't need them for upgrading, only for repairs. So that was not the change. You can go here and all 250. Yeah, 150. So we have leftovers for repair. Alright, so now zombies would come all the way around the maze and get to here. So when I did this originally, I would have a staircase going up here, and then it would cut across and go around that way and back into the middle. What I'm thinking of here is we'll use over there half blocks. That's going to give them height that they need. And I wonder if there's some fancier blocks we could use, but we'll do these for the time being. And in the middle, have staircase out there. You're not do it the other way. No, because it's going to go over 2 different blocks. Okay. Hold on. There. We want the stairs going up on the outside here, getting back in, maybe over there. 2 entrances. Sledge turret there. Knock off any zombies that come across here if they don't fall off. Going this way, they should be okay. And they should go around here until... the trader also has a sledge turret. I think it was tier 4, about 7,500. I'm tempted to buy it, so the first fortnight I will actually have one. And now what I need to work out is, do I want to bring this around back into here and then start the staircase going up here? Don't think that I do. I want the spiral to work its way around. Yeah, it's supposed to be outside to in. They work their way to inside, work their way to the outside, and then work their way to in. Cuts in over here. If I do go heavy on the intellect, I could potentially put 2 sledge turrets here. Another one over here and knock them off again. Well, it's not too far a drop as well, so they shouldn't potentially aggro against the walls. Then have the stairs come in up here. Work their way around. Needs to be coming in. Do I go around to the left? Then coming around this way, put the plate on here. And the poles go around here. You could potentially have 2 plates here with 2 sledge turrets. 2 sledge turrets knocking off that way and that way. Most of the zombies should get knocked off with 2 turrets there. Let's see how it looks. I have to go down. The pole's going to come on the other side. There. Yes. Hopefully it's going to be strong enough. Yes, I'm not going to want to put a second sledge turret there because it will join. Brought that out one more. We're going to start getting to the limits of the structural integrity. That will work. 2 plates, 1 plate here, 1 plate here, 2 sledge turrets on them. That will work quite effectively. But then getting back in, we then just go up here. There's the next lot of stairs will be 3 high. Be a little bit tight. So yeah, zombies come out here, around here. Now, do I get to? Maybe instead, because I'm not going to get to intellect. I think you've got to max out intellect as well. Yeah, 2. That needs intellect level 10. That's a long way off, I think. Put that there. That reinforces the pole. First one. That's good, sir. Yeah. Come on. This isn't going to work anymore. Got hit against the wall a couple of times. He's going round. He's going up the stairs. Jumped up there. Jump there, yeah. Get to find another volunteer and build that wall up. See how they negotiate around here. I need... spelled correctly. Could put in something fancier, but they will do. And I'm going to go buy that sludge torrent in the morning. I take that out. Put in a full-size block. I'm going to get up the stairs there anyway, and it might stop them from jump onto that and then jump up to there. That's like that. I don't think the zombies will fall off the pole. I think their pathing should be okay for that. But with the sledge turret there, that could work quite nicely. Let me get up here to the next level. And then go back around that way to the middle and go up another level. And the question is that high enough? And that can go up. The bars can go across here. Bar 2 with the extra height. Yep, okay. Oh yes, that's... Alright. Looks like he's got the yellow eyes of a feral. Alright, come back. Alright, I've got him. And there's our entry. Why are you hitting over there? Going.
A few moments later.
That's going to be to the stairs there. That's why I use it. That one. Come on. Don't take my wall out. See, if we had gone another spiral around, I think they would have gone through every single wall. I can... And we're getting concrete done. Hopefully, well, I just want to test him out with these poles. Now, in theory, once this is all concrete, they shouldn't try and break through. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redesign this base. Right, that's there. Okay. If the sledge turret's there, then maybe move it over here. Okay, so now that's not connected in any way. Alright. Need to get concrete going ASAP. Intellect level 4. Put that in there. That's level 3. I need one more level and then another point into that. Unless I find a cement mixer somewhere. Buy from the trader. Trader sells all that kind of stuff. I got over 10,000 jukes. I'll get the sledge turret and as much concrete as I can. Too much weight. Look up. so good being able to do this. Copy shape, copy rotation. That's too much. Stop them from just walking across here. And oh, they won't be able to do it to there. It's not connected, so I should line that up, strengthen it. Blend it in a bit. And the bars on top of that. I'm going to bother putting any kind of railing here. If they fall off, even better. And then they work their way back around the outside, into the middle, up the stairs to the next level. Okay. Now, got up to here, we've gone around. So these need to be stairs going up. Do we try and mirror those? Let's just do it in wood. Just pick them up. Yep, cool. That's a gentleman. Yeah, easy going to attack the wall because I'm right here. Very noisy. Don't know if he needs to be burping constantly. See if he goes around the plate. Take your time. Come on, around the poles. Maybe it's because it's on the outside edge. If I put the pole going up this way, instead of using the corner one, another pole that butts up to it, that might work. If the poles are going to work, or we'll just get rid of the poles and put maybe a single plate going out and around and then up, but there's still a gap, but then it's going to be too far away for the sledge turret. Do that. Do the rotation. Right. Oh, we practice before a horde night. Water. Alright, I'm gonna have to ride home. I'll be back. Okay. Wandering Horde just came by. A bunch of vultures. As I jumped over the fence and got on my bike, I heard the vulture screech. And that's 4 vultures. I'll ride back to the house and see if anything came with the vulture horde. If they came from that direction, they could be the head of a horde, or they could be the tail end of a horde. We have a quest right here as well. Oh. Yep. There's another one. That's 6. annoying one that won't land, will it? Broken up. Winter cast, I got them at home. The rabbit that just died up there. Not that. I don't need rabbit meat that much. Just remember, if you want to, when you're driving a vehicle, you can steer with a mouse, or you can hit the left mouse key, and then you steer with your keyboard, like your normal walking keys, and you can use your mouse to look around behind you. I'll put a cast on my broken arm. Luckily, I have lots and lots of medical supplies. Thank you. Baseball bat's been great. Haven't really gotten into steel club. I did have one sometime around when they first came out, but by the time I actually was able to craft it or find it, I was running around with shotguns and heaps of ammo. I didn't use it a lot, but there's just something about the feel of a baseball bat that suits the game quite nicely. Yeah, we need a lot of concrete. I've got 14,000 jukes. I also, if I get well, there is no concrete here. There is a quest to find the next trader. Opening trade route right up there. If I can, now that I've got a set of wheels, I can go and open that up and get their concrete.
Greetings, stranger. I've got the best deals in Navis
I was going to
game.
do that quest before I came here. Don't mind. Alright, we buy that, yeah. All the sellable. Found a wood splitter mod over in that other POI. Nice scope. Buy that just to stick it on there. So there's another mod on it. Only 300 for that. There is no concrete. That's a bit of a pain. Yeah. Oh.
Safe travels.
Guess I'm opening up a trade route. Do have plenty of food and water. Too bad. That's cool, let's go on it. The pipe weapons are pretty good looking models. The pipe rifle with the scope on it looks really cool. I don't know if you can mount a scope to a shotgun, but there's no real point. But yeah, that's cool. I will see with a new trader, unless I find something interesting on the way. And I'm just coming up, I'm 290 meters away, and I was looking over here and I could see a town. It looks like I found the town. A fairly large town, buildings over there, right up to here. Big POIs. That, all the trees rendered in, that almost looked like a prison. In the prison POI in quite a while. Redirect. He's always a happy fella. He has a new POI. We can't get it. Or lead fishing weights. Schematics. Oh, handlebar schematic. Now I actually have everything I could craft a bike. That works. No. I don't know if Alpha 20, all of the crafting stations are broken and destroyed at the traders, but it certainly appears that way. I'm gonna ramp up to the roof. Come up here. Workbench-ish. Workbench in here.
Get lost, bum.
Coming. Any of that. Where's your workbench? Ah, just way past it. Lead fishing weights. The tally in the fishing weight box back at the house is up to 60 something.
Now that you did it.
New jobs later. I want concrete. And I was supposed to get the sledge turret, but I don't know if that's actually going to work now. Don't need that. Don't need them. Concrete. 300, not a lot. Vision goggles. Handlebar. Robotic turret. Not too worried about that. The sledge is back at the other trader. Was not a lot of concrete. Restock is day 12, so the day of Horde night. They'll both restock. I will be back here to buy as much as I can, because I want to get as much
All
of
right,
that
now
base.
that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
Always a pleasure, right? Yeah. Don't want any of that yet. No lead fishing weights. Do I get the sledge turret? It's not going to work. I need to go test it. Back to the base. Bike's on the other side. Yeah, definitely have to go and do a bit of an explore in this town. That's for another episode. But this episode's gone on for a little bit too long, so I'm going to end it here. I'm going to jump back in and do a little bit more straight after it. What I want to do is get back to the base, get some more of the work done, do some testing with that plate to see if the zombies will navigate around the pole. Could, instead of using poles, use half blocks, half block poles or something I think they're called. That might give them a little bit more of a walkthrough. It might have just been bugged with that particular zombie, so I'm not ruling that out. But I just need to do a little bit of testing, make sure it's actually going to work. If it's not, then I'll just scrap the poles and I'll just have the path come out and back up and around and be done with it. So that'll be in the next episode, and I'm going to need to do a lot more resource gathering. If I can't get concrete from the two traders on the day of the Horde, that's going to be a problem because the zombies are probably going to punch through the wall. But I do have an idea about how I can block off, because the base isn't supposed to be an AFK base. You're supposed to actually fight it. What I'm thinking is using doors and bars. So because it's too wide, 2 blocks wide on the tunnel, have iron bars come down one side and then have a door on the other, only a timber door. I don't know if you can actually upgrade it to the second level of reinforced timber, but I don't want it to be too strong. I just want them to be strong enough to hold the zombies off for a couple of seconds while you can shoot through the bars on the other side. And then behind the door, a block or two, I'll have some plates, creating a barrier. So once we start getting cop zombies, anyone who can shoot, that will provide some protection, break the line of sight so the cops won't stop, so the cops won't shoot. And probably have that on each of the 4 sides going around, so you'll be constantly fighting a backwards battle, taking them out, letting them destroy the door, run up to the next one, close it, and then rinse and repeat all the way around, get up a level, and see how you go. So if the sledge turret works, that'll make the Horde Knights even easier, but not liking the idea of how it's going to work in its current configuration. I'll have to see how it goes, maybe even just doing plate or half blocks instead of poles, so there's still a gap around so the sledge turret can sit in the middle. But how that's going to stop the zombies from wanting to punch their way through to get up the stairs, I don't know. That's going to need a bit of testing, but that's for another episode. I'm going to leave this one here. Next episode, I'm going to keep going with the building because we are at day 7 and I want to get this Horde base functional before the Horde night of day 10. So tune in for the next one and I'll see you then. Take care.